What's good? What's good? It's the Black Horseman back at y'all with another live stream. Shout out to everybody, man, in the UGC. Shout out to the True Media, man. As everybody keeps it 100, staying true to who they are and doing their part in this media, man. Y'all do me a favor, smash the like button when y'all come up in here. Raises awareness on YouTube. For the ones catching playback, leave a comment below, man. And subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we kick up, upload the videos and kick off these live streams. Man, I want to talk about Oscar De La Hoya today. Um, Oscar, did he make a mistake? And what I'm talking about is y'all know we got this unification coming up between between Canelo Alvarez and Daniel Jacobs, man. Um, did he make a mistake by, actually making that fight happen, sending his cash cow, his top dog in there with a very dangerous opponent, man, and Danny Jacobs, um, I'm happy about the fight, though. I really am happy about the fight. I'm happy about unifications, man. First off, man, let me give it up. Let me give it up to Zone, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, Danny Jacobs, everybody that came together to make this fight possible, man. This is what the boxing fans want. This is what's needed for the sport to bring excitement back to the sport. I believe that the sport has been watered down by a lot of just business decisions being made and not enough legacy decisions being made in the sport of boxing. That's the huge problem. Guys is putting their fame and their paycheck over legacy instead of having a solid balance. It's very unbalanced at this point. It was at one point when I used to watch boxing, and legacy and the pay went hand in hand. It was a marriage. It was holy matrimony between legacy and making good ass money. Now it's just all about the money. And hey, if I end up making legacy, like when you look at these fighters now, man, like you can't, it's not too many fighters right now that you could say, you know what, if they retire right now, they're in the Hall of Fame. You can't even mention a lot of these guys amongst the greats like Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, the best to ever do it. You know what I'm saying? The best to ever do it. It would be blasphemous to mention, mention these guys amongst the greats, in my personal opinion. But guys that's daring to be great, man, I gotta salute these guys, man, because this is what the sport was built on. The best fighting the best. We didn't even really learn too much about how much they was getting paid and all this extra stuff. I mean, some people would, they would disclose the purses and all of that stuff back in the day. Say like Ali and Frazier or Ali Foreman, but it wasn't like a, a high thing, like where people was just really worried and concerned about who had the most followers, who made the most money, who was the A side. It didn't matter about that. You could have been the C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Nigga, like it didn't matter about your damn letter in the alphabet. It was about, do you want to fight? Like where do you rank and do you want to fight? That's it. That's it. And when you got two champions, man, I feel like it is your duty as a fighter to give the fans the best fights, man. Entertainment. This is what we got to realize. This is the entertainment industry. Boxing is in that category, entertainment industry. So these guys believe that, most of these guys believe that entertainment is just going in there, pick an opponent that they can look good against, right? Get an easy KO or an easy 12-round decision over somebody, get their hand raised, and that's going to be impressive. I'm not impressed by that. I'm impressed by a guy who can face adversity. It's a lot of risk involved, and he was tested in there, mentally, physically, emotionally in there. Even the corners tested to where they got they got to make certain adjustments. They got to tell the fighter maybe something different every time we come back to the corner to get them and the right winning mentality to get the victory, you know, and that's what's great. That's what's great about the sport. Is seeing a guy, um, overcome certain obstacles and come out on top. You know, I respect that. And you know what, man? I respect Oscar for believing in his guy. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Angel Santos, Samuel Shaw, Jalik the Leader, Charles D. What's happening with y'all, man? And if y'all haven't already hit the like button, go ahead and do that for your boy, man. But I gotta give it up to Oscar De La Hoya for believing in his guy, Canelo Alvarez. See, I think that's the difference between certain promoters, right? There's certain promoters, they 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 might believe in their fighter to a certain extent, but not enough to throw him in there with another top dog. You understand? You got some promoters that's just like, I gotta milk this nigga. I gotta protect him. Nah, he not ready for this yet, right? And I understand that. If your fighter is not ready, then he's just not ready. But I just feel like once you become a champion, you know, it's there is no development going on. Like, don't even put your fighter in a damn championship fight if he's not ready for the world, because that's what you become, champion of the world. You don't just become champion unless I'm getting ready to fight this guy, then I need to develop. I need more time to develop. I'm still young. Well, if you're too young, stay away from that damn strap. So I keep the same energy with any champion. If you are a champion, man, you are a champion of the world. And the thing about it is, you have to be willing to risk your title versus the top dogs. Good evening, No Name Rose. What's going on? And Oscar De La Hoya, man, like when he threw Oscar De La Hoya in there versus Floyd Mayweather, it was like, damn, like how much coke did you snort? You know, but he threw him in there. He was young as hell. I was looking at the fight like, damn, I don't know, Floyd. This could be the wrong mistake. This could be the wrong decision here. But who's gonna tell Floyd, no, you shouldn't take that fight? He's his own boss. So Floyd got in there with him and let the world know this nigga's not on my level. He's not on my level. But Oscar De La Hoya has taken many chances with his guy, and despite all the extraness with Oscar do some crazy dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Fishnets and the cocaine and the whatever other extra stuff he doing. Golden spoons. Yeah, y'all know the memes and shit that they didn't had on Oscar De La Hoya. Let's just not focus on that for right now. As a promoter, do y'all feel Oscar De La Hoya is good for boxing? And when you look at what he's done as a promoter, do you feel like this guy's actually giving the fans entertainment? Because here we have Canelo Alvarez, his guy, right? His top fighter, and he's getting ready to get into another tough unification bout. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, man, at least you're not trying to just protect this guy, because anybody who know boxing know Danny Jacobs is not no cake and no walk in the park, bro. If you get in there with Danny Jacobs, you for real. You for real. Danny Jacobs is an extremely confident fighter. He ain't scared of nobody. This guy's the IBF champion, and salute to Danny Jacobs for the mere fact that he like, shit, I'm ready to unify too, bruh. I'm with that shit. Where we talking about legacy and a big payday. Shout out to Danny Jacobs for that. You know what I'm saying? Because he could be looking at this like, yeah, well, damn, I just got my belt. I could milk it, you know. I could just fight, some regular, I'm saying, Lyft and Uber drivers, and enjoy my strap for a while. I mean, we talking about one fight against Derevchenko, wins the vacant IBF. Next fight, Canelo Alvarez to become the unified guy, right? And whoever wins out of that, they only got one more damn obstacle to overcome. It's a big one. They call him Boo Boo. But this is what's up though. This is what the fans want to see is the best daring to be, you know, the great daring to be greater. You know what I mean? Samuel Shaw says Canelo was too seasoned and make too much money to take soft touches. I mean, Canelo Alvarez, man, this guy ain't taking no soft touches at all. He ain't taking no soft touches, man. I mean, this guy got the skills. He got power. He's battle tested. Danny Jacobs is skilled. He got power. He's battle tested. Both of them share a very common opponent. Both times when they fought Triple G, I think Triple G's probably their toughest opponent. Both of them. So the mere fact that they're getting ready to go head to head, toe to toe, it's like, yo, we're gonna really see who's the better of the three. This fight right here will really determine who's the better of that three. You know, who knows? Like, I don't know if it's in a rematch clause or whatever the case, but I can possibly see this going into a goddamn trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight being so exciting and good that we may have to see 3 fights of this. You never know. You never know. Charles D says Danny wins split decision. Jaleel Leader says I got Danny winning a close decision. Charles D also said Laura gave Canelo hell. Yeah, man, guys who's really good, got really good boxing skills, very technical, don't really make a whole lot of mistakes. Laura didn't really take a lot of chances in there though. I think Danny is going to probably take some chances, and that's what kind of concerns me a little bit. That he might take some chances in there, and Canelo might be ready for him to take those chances, and might be able to hurt him. We got to see. I'm kind of split, man. I'm kind of split, and I mean, maybe if I was gonna go off experience, I probably got to favor Canelo, but I really do not know who's gonna win this fight, man. But I'm excited about it though. I'm excited about it. Shit, it's on the zone. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna be tuning in. You feel me? But the question today is: did Oscar De La Hoya make a mistake? Is Danny Jacobs, the IBF middleweight champion of the world, too tall of a task for Canelo Alvarez at this point in his career? I mean, this is a tremendous test for Canelo. And then, what kind of props will y'all give Canelo Alvarez? By if he beats Danny Jacobs, like, do you guys give him like a, just elevate his status to a whole nother level? Like, man, this dude is just on a whole different stratosphere, or does he just remain the same? At the same status. What do y'all feel about that? And then if Danny Jacobs wins, man, I mean, he's the new, I mean, you know what I mean? Probably like the new face of boxing, bro. Like Canelo, only one person beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Only one. And that was Floyd Mayweather. He gets to be mentioned among the names like Floyd Mayweather of the only other person to beat, Canelo Alvarez, on paper. I know that we had these other fights where Trout was a close ass fight. Laura was a close ass fight. Triple G was a close ass fight. And I think Canelo really needs a decisive win over Danny Jacobs for us to really be like, okay, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I know Canelo Alvarez can scrap, but he's got some controversial decisions, fights where it was just a little too close to where it's just like, like when Floyd was beating cats, this nigga was breezing through them shits, bro. And then the fights that was close, the nigga got the rematch and made sure everybody knew, like, no, bro, I'm better. I'm better. You understand me? So it's like, I feel like for me personally, like for Canelo, say Canelo does get the job done, it got to be decisive, man. For me to be like, okay, man, Canelo is like I think he already is elite, but like like Floyd was just so far ahead of all his other opponents. Where you seen Canelo in some close ass dog fights, damn near. You know what I mean? Like, and you'd be like, damn, I don't know, man. I thought Trout could have possibly still got the fight after being knocked down. Damn, maybe I thought Laura outboxed him. Damn, Triple G looked like he got him the first time. Damn, like, and so it's just like you got them question marks when it comes to some of the biggest fights for Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? But one thing we can't say is that Oscar ain't holding this nigga back. Because I can look on the other side, other promoters, they protecting the shit out of their fighters. They really are. These guys, these promoters is milking the hell out of their fighters. Oscar is getting paid off Canelo, but he allowing this man to get in there with top guys, man. So we can say, oh, I feel Canelo lost this fight or lost that fight, whatever. But he getting in there though. He fighting everybody though, fam. He's fighting these guys. Who's Canelo ducking? I'm trying to think about that. Like, who is Canelo ducking? And I can give him props like that because I can look around at all these other champions and these niggas are strategically ducking each other. They are looking for the easy road before the big test. Angel Santos says, Miracle Man will get it done. Charles D says, Canelo signed for hella bread. Time to fight for the big dogs. And I'm talking about in his first fight. In his first fight. Signing for all of that damn bread. You gonna fight Danny Jacobs? Like, whoa. Like, your confidence is way up there. You went from Triple G to going up in weight to test yourself against Rocky Fielding to Danny Jacobs. Man, I got to get his Canelo. Hey, I got to give Canelo his respect, and I got to give credit where it's due. Oscar De La Hoya for allowing his guy to get in there and get tested. He probably want to see how great Canelo Alvarez is, because I truly still think that Oscar is a boxing fan. So it's like, like if I got the opportunity to see some of the best fights and I got one of the best fighters, I'm going to do that. I want to see if he can beat Triple G. I hope he can beat Triple G. Let me put him in there. I believe in my guy. Why other promoters don't believe in a fighter like Oscar do? And like I said, this ain't about I'm on an Oscar train. I understand this nigga do weird shit outside of boxing, but I'm sticking to boxing. I'm talking about entertainment, fights that fans actually want to see. This is a fight fans like. This is a great fight for the fans, man. Like, what? We get to see Danny Jacobs versus Canelo Alvarez. It didn't seem like there was any hold up. It seemed like both sides is comfortable and agreed to the shit. Well, I can look at all these other champs, so-called champs. They ain't trying to work, man. They're not trying to get no work in, bro. They are trying to stall out other champions, right? They trying to look for an old nigga to fight or a little nigga to fight because they connected to some money, but so is Canelo connected to some money, but he fighting though. Danny Jacobs got some money. He fighting though. He been touching M's. He telling guys you ain't touched the M yet. And I can be like, damn, Danny Jacobs been touching M's. He trying to fight the best. He probably looking at Jamal like, well, that's a step down for me. You know, I want to fight the best competition. He like, bro, you're not even a champion. You know, I'll fight you any place, anywhere, but I'd rather take the big bag and the big test. I can respect that. Danny Jacobs facing Canelo Alvarez, I don't consider a duck of Jamal Charlo. Like, you got fanboys that say dumb shit. Like, somebody said that shit the other day when I was live. Like, yeah, man, but he need to fight Jerry Hurt need to fight Jamel. You know, he need to fight Jamel. Like, nigga, you stupid? He ain't thinking about no goddamn Jamel. This nigga not even a champion. Why would he want to fight Jamel? And Jamel can't even beat his leftovers. So him beating Jamel is gonna prove how great he is? When Jamel can't even prove he better than the niggas that he already knocked out? Let's have several seats, nigga. Have several seats. Get focused. Get focused. We're talking about the upper echelon, the elites, champions. If Jamel want to be mentioned on my live stream as far as facing somebody like a Jarrett Hurd, who is a unified super welterweight champion, put some motherfucking respect on her name, nigga. Shit, that nigga can't even fucking dominate his leftovers, fam. And y'all think that I'm considering that a competitive fight, Hurd and Jamel? Jamel better learn how to box. He better relearn how to box. So I know certain niggas will say shit like, oh, Danny Jacobs ducking Jamal Charlo. How, nigga? When he's facing the nigga who is the real WBC champion. Not the silver, not an interim, not a weird ass whatever belt y'all want to throw out. Plastic NABA or NABOs and shit. Fuck that. We talking about elite fighters. Elite. You know, maybe Jamal might want to go on across the street, nigga. Put yourself, you know what I'm saying? Make yourself an IBF mandatory or something. I don't know what he need to do, but he is not even on my radar. Not even on my radar. From what I'm hearing from Jamal, he's getting ready to face the contender guy. I've never seen a nigga fight other than some highlights of him beating Shane Mosley's son ass. Like, that don't impress me. That nigga, Shane Mosley's son, can't even fight to me. Sorry. Just keeping it 100. I'm not impressed by that. I'm not impressed by that. I'm talking about elites. Canelo is elite. Danny is elite. You know, Demetrius Andrade, elite. You know? So stay focused. And give two shits about what a fanboy got to say about the nigga that they so in love with. Tell the niggas you in love with, nigga, hey, do something different. You know, learn, you know, Jarrell need to relearn how to box, you know, because that O is gone. It's done. He will never see that O again. It's over. It's a wrap. You know, Jamal, I like Jamal better than Jamel. I think Jamal is a good fighter, but all the smoke is on the DAZN side, fam. So either you gonna stay comfortable and fighting these niggas that people don't even know about and struggle, like you struggled against Matt Korobov. You know, Matt Korobov is known because that nigga gave you that work. He did. He gave you that work, Jamal. Just keeping it 100, fam. I asked you, but I'm just saying he gave you that work. Like, that was supposed to be a tune-up. Nobody knew who this nigga was, bro. I'm like, Korobov. That sounds like a Mortal Kombat character or some shit. Matt Korobov. Finish him. Like, who is this guy? Like, damn, this nigga giving Jamal that work. Now I'll give him a low-key pass because he had to see his brother Jamel get embarrassed. Got embarrassed, man. So, you know, but still, you a professional. After that performance, bro, hey, you better get some get back. Get some get back. Come back stronger and better, man. But put yourself in a position to succeed, man. You in the middleweight division, and like I said, I don't know what's going on that PBC side, man. Where it's like these niggas got goddamn took oaths or some shit. You know, you niggas is a blood in, blood out. Like it ain't no getting out of that shit or something. Like a damn mafia or some shit. PBC mafia, whatever. I don't know. I don't care about all that shit. I'm looking at the competition. I'm looking at the entertainment, the fights, that meaningful fights that the fans need to see. Jamel and Jamal is irrelevant at this point. Just saying. They need to make themselves relevant. But they're not relevant at this point, man. Nobody checking for them niggas like that. Fanboys is, but real box fans is we focus on the top. We focus on the top. Canelo's at the top. Unified champion. You know what I'm saying? Triple G is still in the mix. You know? Triple G is still in the mix. Maybe he'll come back, maybe he won't. You know? But hey man. Back on subject, man. Oscar De La Hoya, hey, I don't have too many complaints about him as a fucking promoter, man. You know? Now, and he's an honest guy though. I will give him this. Like when you ask him questions about Ryan Garcia getting in there with Tank, he like, nigga, what the fuck? Tank is a beast. I'm not throwing my guy in there right now. See, he gonna at least be honest, right, about the shit, and he know Lil Riri need to develop. That's okay. He's not a champion yet. Let Ryan Garcia develop. Only time I'm gonna give you that pressure and that smoke and that work on this channel is when you already a champion and you ducking real work. When you become the champion of the world, it's time to get it on with everybody, fam. Ain't no ducking no more. If you planning on ducking, vacate. Simple, vacate. Then you can do all the ducking you want to. Quack, quack all day. I don't even care. Like, because therefore you're not holding up belts that should be around the waist of somebody who is going to put their skills on the line against the top. That's what I want to see as a real boxing fan. You know, I'm not in love with these fucking fighters. I love the sport of boxing. I want to see who is the best in each weight class. And in order to do that, we need to see shit like what Canelo and Danny Jacobs is doing. Daring to be great, two top guys clashing. That's what I'm talking about. We got a WBC, WBA champion in Canelo Alvarez versus the IBF champion. That's what it's about. Then you look at the welterweight division, we got 4 champions, man. 4. And you look around, all of these fanboy channels don't even want to talk about unifications hardly no more or undisputed. Because when it was when their favorite guys was talking about unifications and undisputed, they was with the shit. When they guys changed up, they changed up. They not consistent. They not thorough. So at the end of the day, I ignore the bullshit. Fuck the bullshit. I know who's trying to get in there and who not. I'm paying attention. So once again, shout out to Danny Jacobs, Canelo Alvarez, DAZN, Golden Boy Promotions for making power moves, man. This is good for the fans. This is good for their own careers, their legacy. Even if Danny Jacobs lose or Canelo Alvarez lose, guess what? It don't matter. You know why? Because they dare to be great. Once again, and see, look, all these damn clowns on this PBC side, these niggas so busy trying to protect their O. But you look at Danny Jacobs, he got 2 losses. Canelo Alvarez, he got a loss and a draw. It ain't about your motherfucking record, nigga. It's about who are you willing to get in there with. And if you lose, you bounce back, nigga. Bounce back. That's what it's about. All the greats, nigga, have lost. 95% of the greats have lost. You know, Floyd is on some old circus shit. You know, he didn't just through the duration of his fight of his what you call it combat sports career stay consistent fighting the top competition in boxing despite his age. A lot of these other greats did. They took the risk. They didn't. It didn't matter about their age. They like fuck it, man. You know, I still got it. And somebody had to prove that they didn't have it. You know, Roy Jones should have hung it up a long time ago. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Respect to him. He one of the best pound for pound greats we've ever seen. But I just seen this nigga get stretched too much, too damn much to where, Roy. Excuse me, Roy. Let me talk to you for a second. It's over. It's completely finished, sir. It's over with. This ain't it. Commentating. I'll watch you commentate, man. You were great. Don't tarnish your legacy any further. I mean, he ain't tarnished, man. I mean, Roy is a great. So I'm not dissing his career. But what I am simply saying is, sometimes there's fighters that's at the top and they'll keep fighting, man, because they trying to prove it to themselves. And they love what they love the sport. And sometimes it just takes somebody to really whoop on them to be like, damn, you know what? I'm finished. Ali, Larry Holmes, like, hey, this you right. You the better man. You lucky you young, nigga. I would have beat the fuck out of your ass. But you better than me, in my age and my condition and with all the punishment I've taken throughout my career, it's time for me to hang it up. Time for me to hang it up, So at the end of the day, man, we can talk hella shit about Oscar De La Hoya, about his personal life, but guess what? This is the kicker right here. Oscar De La Hoya do a lot of dumb shit, right? He probably party out. He smoke. Not smoke. I don't know if he smoke or not. Snort coke. Probably do weird shit with spoons and whatever he do. I don't give a fuck. Like, this nigga's not he's not a fighter. That's the whole thing I'm trying to make. This nigga's not a fighter. So I can give a fuck what he do in his personal life. But as a promoter, is he doing a good job? That's what you got to look at. Is he putting his fighters on his roster in there? Is he, building their careers up good? I mean, he got Canelo Alvarez and he got little Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia got he's more famous and popular. Well, at least with the youth. I mean, you look at, how these guys love to look at social media. He got more social media following than a lot of these guys in boxing, man. A lot of them. Just look it up. Compare Ryan Garcia's social media following to any of these fighters that you in love with. These fanboys. Okay? And this nigga's not even a champion yet, man. Y'all niggas can't even compete with Lil Riri. So, Oscar De La Hoya, he might be high as a motherfucker, but he know what he doing. He know what he doing. And I think he's taking his time with Ryan Garcia. He gonna make the kid develop. And when he know for sure in his mind, oh, this motherfucker's ready for all smoke, he gonna put him in there. You know how I know that? Because he doing it with Canelo. Canelo's still young. Let me look up Canelo Alvarez's age, man. It's almost unreal. All the type of top guys Canelo Alvarez been in there with, and he's so young. And it's like you look at all these other guys. They're older than him, got less fights, and fought less competition. I mean, this guy's cut differently. Canelo is cut differently. You know what I mean? I mean, look at these guys on his resume, man. Shane Mosley, Josito Lopez, Austin Trout, Floyd Mayweather, who he lost to, Angulo, Erislandy Lord, James Kirkland, Miguel Cotto, Amir Khan, Liam Smith, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Triple G twice, Rocky Fielding, Daniel Jacobs, okay, May the 4th. You show me somebody else who got a fucking resume like that. And he's only 28. 51 fights. 35 knockouts. He got more knockouts than a lot of these dudes got fights. One loss, two draws. Either way you want to slice it, that winning percentage is extremely high. Extremely high. And he's battle tested. Which means that, yeah, you might be undefeated. But if you jump in there with Canelo, you better be ready. Your record ain't going to mean shit getting in there with him. Your record ain't going to mean shit jumping in there with Danny Jacobs. See, when you at the elite level, just because you lose don't mean that you're not elite. Elite fighters back in the day fought elite fighters. One of them had to lose. In many cases, they got rematches, and the other guy will come back better and beat the guy. So that's all I'm saying, man, is you know, at least on one side of the street, we are seeing something extraordinary. What Canelo Alvarez is doing is pretty extraordinary. Joe says Canelo's pro at like 15. Unbiased says Mel and Maul are struggle boxers. Unbiased says left hands was landing on Maul all night. Yeah, it was. Joe says funny as hell. Some cats were shitting on Triple G when it was reported he was fighting the dude from the Contender, but now he's legit opponent now that he's facing Charlo. Yeah, that's just fanboy shit, bro. You know how it is, man. Y'all should know, man. Like I tune these motherfuckers out, bro. It's crazy, man, that these guys is not consistent, and these guys don't have the same energy. They don't keep the same energy, man. They don't. They don't. I kept the same energy with every fighter. Every fighter can get it up here. But at the end of the day, it ain't nothing personal. I'm a boxing fan. I contributed a lot to the sport. You know, whether it's media, whether it's money, whether it's my attention, you know, and I'm qualified to speak on what I'm seeing. I'm qualified watching fights from the late 80s all the way up until now to be able to say, like, you know what? These niggas ain't cut the same like they used to be. You know, very small percentage of like fighters that's want to be legends in the sport. It's the difference between fighters that want to be legends, you know, they're the ones that's fighting for legacy, and then other fighters that's fighting for that paycheck. Check to check ass niggas. That's what a lot of these dudes are. Guys who just living for the check. They're living for the check and checking their social media. That's what they are. Guys like Canelo Alvarez checking for the next guy he can put on his resume that's going to give him more credibility as a top fighter. He's doing it for his. See, look, and this is the difference between somebody like Canelo Alvarez and a lot of these other guys. This dude is fighting not just for him. He fight for his country, his people. That's respectable shit. He is a people's champ. A lot of these other guys y'all want to mention as champions, I would never even be like, bro, hey, that nigga ain't fighting for me. He ain't fighting for no America. And I hate to say that, but a lot of these American champs, quote unquote, these niggas are not people's champs. They not fighting for the people, man. They don't fight for their people. They ain't fighting for the, you know what I'm saying, the country. They fight for their damn self. Majority of them. There's a few percentage that is fighting for their people, but the major majority of them is fighting for themselves. Their own paycheck. You know, they disrespect fans in public. You know, they don't represent the people. A lot of them don't. Canelo's cut differently, man. Facts, Joe. He says Canelo's younger than Errol Spence. And he got more knockouts than the nigga got fights. Just saying. This is all facts I'm telling you. He has more knockouts than Errol Spence has fights. And y'all think that this nigga is fucking with that? Nigga, have several seats. Have several seats. What advantages do you think Errol has against this guy? When I hear guys talk about Errol will whoop on Canelo. Nigga, please. Show me. Show me. I'll believe it when I'll believe it when I see it. Shit, he ain't fought the top guys in his weight class yet. Well, you know what fanboys do? They see somebody who is really elite, and because they infatuated with a guy, with their fighter so much, they want to try to compare him. Oh, he'll whoop his ass. Niggas, he'll whoop all of y'all ass in the same night. Errol and his fanboys, line them up. He got more knockouts than the nigga got fights. He's bigger than Errol. He's more skilled than Errol. He's fought tougher competition than Errol. He's a bigger name than Errol. It don't matter what you want to do. What category? Don't matter. Shit, in my personal opinion, strap season will become stretch season, nigga. Stop comparing a nobody to an elite. You know how many niggas have gotten one belt in three defenses and fought 3 tune-ups in a row, though? Like, for real. And y'all trying to compare Errol to the likes of Canelo Alvarez? That's disrespectful, fam. Disrespectful. Y'all better respect what the fuck Canelo Alvarez is doing in the sport of boxing. Because like I said, you can say, hey, you know what? I felt in this fight, this guy won or that guy won. Cool. I'm okay with that. But what you can't say is that the niggas duck and smoke. Niggas will compare Errol to Canelo. Canelo the real free smoke. What you talking about? That nigga secondhand smoke. Canelo is the goddamn shit. Barbecue, nigga, factory. It's all kind of shit. Nigga is sweet smoke, nigga. He got the sweet skills, the sweet science, and want all the smoke, nigga. So yeah, man, y'all, these casuals, y'all gotta calm down, bro. Learn the sport, man. Really know what's up. Really know who actually doing what, man. Don't get your damn emotions and get infatuated because of how a nigga look, because of the damn hype behind him, or because he's signed to Al Heyman, a black guy, and all this old weird shit. Don't ever disrespect. Oh, great. See, I ain't gotta put this ain't about no race shit with me, man. I look at who doing what. Who doing what? I don't care what you want to say about that. Errol ain't nowhere near stratosphere of Canelo Alvarez as far as amount of fights, as far as knockouts, as far as competition, as far as popularity, as far as money, as far as anything. Fuck you talking about? Fuck you talking about? Dudes got to stop. I'm telling you, man, like, it's just a lot of hype around a lot of guys, but they ain't doing shit. And speaking of that guy, since y'all want to get me started on that, has he agreed to the fight yet with Sean? I have been pushing for the unification with that. I started to title this shit Unification Talk because part of this topic is dealing with the unification factor. Canelo Alvarez, he could take the easy road. Once again, let me remind you, he just got a huge contract offered to him. He is going to fight Danny Jacobs in his first fight under the new contract. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Give any of these other guys like Errol, right? Keith, Sean, Broner, or Tank, that kind of money, and see if these niggas will fight the top dog, another top dog in a weight class. Don't worry, I'll wait. How many actually think if you gave these guys that kind of money in a first fight, would they actually get in there with top competition? Like I thought. Crickets, nigga. Crickets. Y'all know what it is. Canelo cut differently. He cut differently. You know what? And this is the thing about it. Canelo been making bread. He been making bread. So he probably see that big contract. He like, okay, yeah, I've been making bread. This is more money for me, but I'm only 28. I'm about, look, man, when it's all said and done, Canelo is going to be mentioned amongst the greats, bruh. He is. Do y'all agree or disagree? When it's all said and done, if the nigga retired today, you can mention him amongst some of the top names in the boxing to ever do it. But the nigga's only 28. 28. He's won in what? He's been a champion, what, 4 weight classes? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I want to get the facts together. You know, I'm not hyping him. I'm just speaking real shit, bro. I'm speaking real shit. You know? And what also is real, Oscar De La Hoya is letting his dog off the leash. I like when promoters can take the leash off, nigga. Nigga, put that nigga in there. I'm ready to beast on anybody out here. Canelo is shorter than Danny Jacobs, probably smaller than Danny Jacobs. But nigga, one thing you can't take from him is that nigga heart, his experience. It don't matter what age, what size, what height, nothing, bro. Canelo getting in there with you. He could have been on some shit, right? And then, like, niggas want to talk race shit, right? He could have been like, I'm not fighting that nigga. I'm not fighting this nigga. I'm not going to get this nigga payday off me. Why give Danny Jacobs why give this black dude an opportunity, right, to make M's, right? Because Danny Jacobs going to get that bag. He getting his bag. Why am I going to give Danny Jacobs an opportunity to get the bag and possibly take my straps off of me and give you my second loss? You know why? Because the nigga like, I'm not going to lose, bruh. I'm going to whoop this nigga's ass. Just like everybody else. I'm going to beat his ass. Now, he might lose, but I'm just telling you, Canelo Alvarez's mind state is like, I'm not going to lose, bruh. You know these other niggas' mind states is? These other coward-ass boxing, you know, a lot of these premier boxing cowards. Ah, man, I might lose, so I don't even trying to get in there. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't I take the easy road? Checkmate, nigga. You letting us know where you at, what level you on. You nowhere near a Canelo Alvarez level. Forget about it. How they say them Italians? Forget about it. You're never there. You're not going to be there. You will never get to that level. These guys that they already showed us their cards, bro. They will never get there. That's something that's genetics, bro. Canelo's cut differently. He cut differently, man. Young ass nigga getting there with grown ass men. Niggas with grown man strength. He getting in there like, man, whatever, nigga. Shit, the insults I've been, niggas been calling me, nigga, Big Red and Cinnamon and all this shit my whole life, man. Shit, what the fuck? These insults hurt more than these damn punches y'all landing on me. Fuck you talking about? Unbiased says, I thought Spence hit like a light heavyweight. Why Mikey not even get dropped? Nothing. Damn. False advertisement. Know what it is, man. It's a difference between the real and the fake. We know what's real. We know what's real. And you know what's fake? These niggas really think that Spence can fuck with Canelo. You niggas gonna get him hurt. Do not. That's one thing y'all already did a hell of a job trying to hype this man. Hyping this man up to the level that he's at. You've done a tremendous job. Shout out to you fanboys for doing a tremendous job to hype this guy up. You know, now it's time to back that shit up time. It's back that shit up time. All the shit you was talking, free smoke, right? See, a lot of these guys get themselves in trouble by running their mouth. Same thing Triple G did when he was talking about I'll fight anybody between 154 and 168. Andre Ward was like, okay. What I meant was, all right then, zip that shit up. Zip it and ship it. Jalik says Canelo nice. He just don't dominate fighters. All his big fights are controversial. That's a good point, Jalik. I mean, right. I'm not gonna argue that. You know what I mean? That's real shit. It's be like that's why I said I don't have no problem with somebody saying like, you know what? I felt like either Laura won or Trout won or Triple G won or whatever the case, you know. But one thing you cannot take away from Canelo Alvarez, he ain't ducking these niggas though. He getting in there. I remember when they said when he was going to fight Laura, them niggas was like, no, don't do it. Come on, Canelo. But see, that's when when you got a guy who's in control of his own career, he like, look, I understand y'all concerned and everything like that. I appreciate it. But look, man, I got this. This nigga's not gonna beat me. And even if you get in there and you know, in your eyes, you felt he lost the fight. The mere fact that he was willing to get in there, you know, it's like, what the fuck? You done already lost before. You're not worried about losing. You just worried about you focused on getting that respect. Does Canelo not have y'all respect in the sport of boxing? That's the question today. And the question also is, did Oscar De La Hoya make a mistake? Or is this just like any other fight? He didn't see Canelo Alvarez in fights where he felt like he shouldn't have been in there and still come out with the victory. So one thing we can't do is shit on Oscar De La Hoya for not holding his top dog back from getting in there with top competition, which is great entertainment for the sports fans. You know, this is a unification. This is something that a lot of you know, so-called real channels out here was preaching a year ago. Unifications and undisputed. Doesn't this look like what the hell Canelo Alvarez is doing? Right? Don't we want to see unifications? Or you only want to see your favorite guy unify? But when your favorite guy don't want to unify, now it's all about business. Checkmate season. That's what it is. You niggas have been exposed, man. And a lot of y'all's favorite fighters have been exposed. I'm just keeping it real, man. I'm just keeping it 100. A lot of you niggas already been exposed, and a lot of y'all favorite fighters have been exposed to where you guys is not really about this boxing shit. Y'all have agendas, man. Y'all here to protect certain fighters, whether it be race, whether it be one side of the street because of they signed to a certain promoter, whatever. Who cares about the little clown shit y'all niggas on? I'm staying focused on the sport of boxing because I am a fan of the sport of boxing. Real niggas can see that when they come to my channel. You know, I'm not going to give nobody passes for ducking. Give nobody's passes for, you know, talking all this business shit. When I can see other great fighters, they get in the bag and their legacy is tight. If you had to ask me today, would I want to take the legacy of a Canelo Alvarez or like this guy y'all want to hype up all the time, Errol Spence? Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Canelo, nigga. Give me the red hair and the, you know, I don't say about race. I'm just saying, nigga, if I had to choose whose resume, whose career, give me Canelo Alvarez with the loss and the 2 draws, but making more money than everybody. You know what I'm saying? Got more straps, the real strap season, the real free smoke. What the fuck, man? Y'all hype up the wrong niggas. Y'all hyping up the wrong fighters, man. When you can go and check, you can fact check what I say, and you can look it up for yourself. It's levels to this shit. Some of the guys y'all hype up ain't nowhere near the level of these guys. Unbiased says exactly. Canelo got balls. He will step in the ring with whoever. Canelo called out Cove recently. Do I think he will win that? Nah, but he called out Kovalev. I fucks with Canelo Alvarez, bro. You know, like I say, this ain't about no goddamn geographical bias or nationality bias. This is just all strictly boxing, man. Boxing. You niggas need to get that shit in your head. This is about boxing. You niggas is in this shit for something else. Y'all in it for something else. You know? Some of y'all casuals say shit like, "Oh, this fighter right here, he's a boring fighter." Whoop de whoop. Like for instance, matter of fact, I saw an interview, right? Um, See, and this is one thing I would say. You know, niggas say like how Errol like to say, keep the same energy. He act different when he get around certain people. He do. I noticed that shit. I'm like, you know what? He's influenced by guys. He is. When he by himself, he cool. He cool. I can deal with him. When he get around other people, he act different, fam. He got around that guy. What's that Dallas rapper? I don't even know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I don't be following them. You know what I'm saying? All these rappers out here like that. Y'all know his name. The dude, Yellow Beezy or some him. He was on it was some footage that was released when after the fight, right? Dominant boxing performance by Errol Spence. I give him all the credit for that. You know, my only knock on it was you didn't fight no top guy in your weight class, but still, you get the credit for boxing. You know what this nigga Errol did? This nigga basically shitted on himself. He shitted on himself. This nigga said, "Yeah, I'm back to bulldozing these niggas, man. You know, nobody want to see that boxing between around. That shit was boring." Nigga, I wasn't bored, bro. I like boxing. It's called boxing. I watch boxing to see if a nigga can box. You showed me something in that fight, Errol Spence. You showed me that when you do get in there with a top guy at welterweight, you don't just have to bulldoze him. Matter of fact, I even gave you. I'm picking you as a slight favorite over Sean because of your boxing ability. But you so caught up in your hype, thinking that you got to knock out everybody, that you discrediting your own performance. I'm like, what is wrong with this nigga? When I seen him on other platforms, he was like, I showed everybody I can box, whoop de whoop, and this, that, and the third. Cool. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad you can really box, man. I'm glad you ain't got to just go in there and knock somebody out, because that's a problem. That's what fucked up Jamel. That's how Jamel fucking got that loss. Think he can just go in there and knock everybody out. You went in there, you had a great game plan, you boxed smart. I wasn't bored, Errol. I was hoping you was gonna knock the nigga out. I was just like, once you completely shown or once you establish that you're more superior than a guy, you're supposed to get him out of there. You're supposed to be walking him down, breaking him down, stopping him, dropping him, stop him, drop him, stop him, stop, drop and roll on out with the bag. He didn't do that, but he still boxed good. That nigga shitting on himself. I'm like, bro, you don't have it, man. You ain't got it mentally. You get around certain niggas, and because of the influence that you have, or that these other niggas have had on you by loving you so much because of your knockouts, you think that it's a poor performance for you, and you got to get back to bulldozing niggas. Like, look, nigga, stay focused, Earl. You got a long way to go. I mean, extremely long way to go in your career if you want to be mentioned amongst the greats. I know your fanboys already think you up there with Sugar Ray and Floyd and all this dumb shit. Ali, forget about it. But box, nigga, box. No one to step on the gas. No one to get on your back foot. This man ain't got it, bro. He ain't got it. Shitting on himself. I'm like, oh, hell no. This nigga, you know, he's just an influenced nigga, bro. He influenced by people around him. And that's because probably 85% of his fan base is only love him because of how he looking there when he knocking dudes out. Knocking dudes out. Dudes is super impressed by that. Anybody can knock somebody out, man. You connect with the right punch. But how many niggas can box though? You should be bigging up more of your boxing ability more than just going in there and knocking somebody out. That's why I fucks with Terrence Crawford. He like, bro, I don't ever go in there looking for the KO. That nigga goes in there looking to outbox you. When this guy faces Amir Khan in a few weeks, I will be more impressed Now I think he's gonna knock out Amir Khan. A lot of people feel like he's gonna knock out Amir Khan. But you know what? If he shows me he can outbox Amir Khan, that's impressive to me. Because how many people have outboxed Amir Khan? Don't before he gets stretched, he's pretty much, you know, outclassing the guys, his speed and his boxing ability. So I'm like, yo, if Terrence Crawford can go in there and outbox Amir Khan, that's going to impress me. I already know Crawford can knock a nigga out. Come on now. Like, that's not going to impress me. You know? Now he's probably going to go in there and get the knockout. But if Crawford has to just resort to the knockout, I'm going to be like, damn, he was getting outboxed though. I'm going to be looking at that. You know? Of course, you're going to get the credit for the victory, right? Just like a lot of people will say shit about the Errol Spence when they was like, man, what? But Kell Brook was outboxing him though before he got the knockout, you know? So if Crawford is getting outboxed by Amir Khan and he has to go for the KO and he gets him out of there, which is expected to do, I'm gonna be like, okay, good win. You know what I'm saying? But he was getting outboxed. But that's the shit I'm paying attention to. Can you make adjustments round by round? Can you outbox your opponent? Not just knock somebody out. Like anybody can just land a punch and stretch a nigga. That ain't impressive to me, bro. That was the case, you know what I mean? Like I just watch World Star videos or some, you know what I mean? Watch some, street fights. Niggas get knocked out. Niggas got gloves on, 8-ounce gloves on. And yeah, man, I mean, this guy's that's blessed with extraordinary power. But like Deontay Wilder, for example, then I'm gonna shut it down, y'all. I know I've been rambling. Deontay Wilder, for example, you got outboxed, bruh. Yeah, you dropped Tyson Fury twice. But you know what? If you didn't do that, you would have lost. You would have lost the fight. So that lets me know you're not a superior elite boxer. Do y'all not understand that? This is what I'm paying attention to when I'm watching boxing. Do you have more boxing skills than your opponent? Okay? Because there's guys that's got elite boxing skills and got power. You know what I mean? It's a perfect balance, nigga. It is a perfect marriage, nigga. Power and boxing ability. Crawford has that. That's why I'm like, that nigga is gifted. He's a gifted motherfucker. You know? I think Errol Spence has, well, only question mark I have now, like I know he can box. I only question the damn power now. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about you just walking through Sean. I don't know about you just walking through Keith or Crawford at this point. After what I've seen in that Mikey fight. Because, yeah, that was a top little guy. That was a top lightweight. But what about a top welterweight? If your power ain't really affecting them like that. Talking about the top guys, the champions. I'm gonna be like, yeah. It'll be a long night for you, buddy. You know? And then you look kind of silly when you get hit with certain shots. I'll be like, ooh, I don't know. Let me see. Angel says, what's up, Chin Smoke? Get to these comments. Unbiased says exactly. Oh, he says people still screaming Canelo ducking Charlo, but look who Charlo about to fight, the damn contender. How the fuck can he duck a nigga who's not even a fucking titleist? Oh, I mean, but he is a man. If he is the mandatory, I mean, I understand that though. That I'm like, you gotta fight your mandatories. You gotta fight your mandatories. But unifications trump mandatories. So after this fight, I mean, hopefully he can get the shit done. But Jamal needs to fucking go where the smoke is, bro. You know, hey, niggas talk the shit about Bud, how Bud gotta wait, right? They gotta take care of their side of the street. Well, then I guess Bud gotta wait because nobody bold enough to get up in there and face him right now. You know, but Jamal, his case, he's not even a champion yet, bro. You know what I mean? So, I hope he get his shot. I hope he get his shot. But at the end of the day, man, the way he struggled with Matt Korobov, man, you might need a few more tune-ups before you get in there with Canelo. You know? But I don't understand that logic though. You know what I mean? It's like if he, why would, how is he ducking? I mean, it's like Danny Jacobs to me is tougher competition. This is a guy who's a champion, man. This is a guy who been in there with Triple G, a guy who been in there with Sergey Derevchenko, guy who is come back after losing. You know what I'm saying? After being knocked out and come back strong. Guy who been in there with what's the other guy that fought on the undercard on the DAZN who fought Gabe Rosado, Selecki, you know. So you know, and I thought Selecki, man, could have, you know what I mean? I thought Danny kind of got, you know, a gift on that a little bit, but it is what it is, you know. So I mean, Danny's way more battle tested than somebody like a Jamal. Jamal's best opponent, what was it? Fucking Trout or J Rock, you know, take your pick. Somebody say he said that as an excuse for not even buckling Mikey or dropping him. Maybe so, man. I just didn't like that statement. I was like, bro, you get around these, you know, these niggas that you know, your fan guys, you know, fanboys and or guys that, you know, got an influence over you, and you just start talking like just different. Yeah, I'm about to start bulldozing these guys. I'm like, oh, calm down, man. Look, you put on a good boxing you know, performance. You didn't have the power to knock out Mikey, bro. That's it. You know what I mean? Facts. I'm biased. Most suspense fan base is casual. Absolutely. Charles D said, haven't seen Mikey since the damn fight. Yeah, I don't know where he at. He probably, I don't know what he doing, bro. Boxing Monster, what's up, man? Boxing Monster says, what's up? Trav says, what's up, homie? What did Oscar do? No, it ain't really about what, I mean, the mistake the question I'm asking, did he make a mistake by putting Canelo Alvarez in there with Danny Jacobs? You know? But you know, I had to give credit to Oscar for the simple fact that he's not holding Canelo Alvarez back, man. He's not holding him back. He's allowing this guy to fight top competition, man. And Canelo Alvarez, not only is he getting a big bag, man, he's fighting very um, meaningful fights, man, for his legacy. These other guys are not fighting for their legacy; they only fight for the check, you know. And it just makes my point more and more valid when I say that these guys that take the most risk, these guys that make the most money, right? So these little fucking scraps these guys is fighting for, man, and then ducking real smoke. I'll be looking at these niggas like, bro, y'all niggas is just, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas is on. I don't know what y'all can try to fool the casuals and think that y'all niggas is good, and y'all just letting everybody, real boxing fans, know that y'all niggas is not about that, man. Y'all niggas not really about that. You know, you're trying to throw money in the equation to cover up the fact that you're a ducker, to cover up the fact that you know you're not really up there. You're not elite, bruh. Dudes that do that, man, keep talking that business talk. They not elite, bruh. They not. They don't believe that they are what they say. They don't believe that, man. I see other guys, man, that they walk it. They ain't even got to do a lot of talking. I don't even understand Spanish like that, you know. But Canelo can say something, he'll get in the ring and back that shit up, fam. He'll back it up. Boxing Man says, "What's up with the Golden? Yeah, Golden Boy. Yeah. So Golden Boy though, man. You know, and like I said earlier, Oscar De La Hoya, I feel is you know, he's got a good stable, man. Um, he got certain fighters like Ryan Garcia who got like way more of a bigger following than a lot of these PBC guys. You know, that guys like to hype up so much. And Riri not even a champion, man. He's not even a champion. And I only uh put heat on the ones that's already champions. When you champion of the world, it's time to face all the top competition. You ain't developing no more, man. It's about actually getting in there and facing the best. Now, if you ain't got a belt, hey, do you? You know, take the fights you need to take, build your, you know, work on certain things you need to work on and develop. You know, develop. But Canelo just cut differently, man. At 28 years old, this guy got more knockouts than certain guys got fights, man. All you gotta do is just look it up. You know, been in there. His resume is just ridiculous. Look at this man's resume. You know, he can retire today, and you can mention him with some of the top names. You know, and it's because he's doing what the greats have done, daring to be great, man, fighting the best competition in his weight class. You know, Boxing Monster says the only people who think Canelo is ducking Charlo's LDBC fanboys and Dante Boxing. Everyone else knows Jacobs is a better fighter. In my opinion, Jacobs is a better fighter. You know, I think Jamal has skills, but he don't have the experience, man. He's not battle tested. He's not, you know. So at the end of the day, man, it's like, you know, I mean, it's funny, man. Like, I guess, you know, when it comes to that PBC fighter, they get a little taste of their own medicine, just like they trying to freeze out Bud Crawford. I don't know. Maybe the same thing's happening to Jamal, you know, or maybe Jamal need to, you know, jump to the other side of the street or something. I don't know. I don't know. Chin Smoke says Canelo wants all the beef. He want to eat the beef. You know, he want, you know, physical beef. He want all of that smoke, man. That's really all I got, though, man. You know, for the ones catching playback, man, y'all leave a comment below. Y'all let me know about Oscar De La Hoya and how do you feel about him as a promoter? What he's done with Canelo Alvarez's career. And then, you know, I will say this too, man. See, while I'm on this subject of Oscar De La Hoya as a promoter, does Oscar come off like a jealous promoter to y'all? Remember, this guy is the golden boy. Remember, he was the golden boy at the top, one of the biggest names in boxing, right? He could be like, you know what? I don't want nobody be a bigger star than I was. Mexican, you know, all of this. You know what I mean? Oscar could just be a really shiesty ass promoter. Like, man, fuck this dude, this little young nigga. He ain't gonna get more shine than me. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't see that in him. I don't see that in him, man. Now I know he beefs with like Floyd and shit. They got their little rivalry and all of that. But when it comes to him as a promoter, former fighter / promoter, is he holding his fighters back, or is he trying to put them in the best position to succeed and win financially and in that fucking fight? And as far as their legacy, you know, I mean, shit. I'm like, bro, if you a Mexican, I'm like, go sign with Golden Boy, right? If you Hispanic, go sign with Golden Boy, man. If you really got skills, he gonna put you in there. I can't be mad at what Oscar De La Hoya doing over there, man. Like his personal life, I ain't getting into all that. He can do all kind of weird shit. But I'm talking about as far as sport of boxing, he know what he doing, bro. He ain't holding these guys back. Boxing Mom says not at all. He's humble. He got to be humble to allow Canelo to get this much of a shine. And he like, yo, shit. I'm glad that I can be a part of the ride and witness all of this. You know what I mean? Witness all of this. So that's the difference too when I see from different sides of the street. Niggas love to just gravitate and hype dudes because of race and all this extra shit. But then when you look at the character, fuck all the damn complexion and the language and the, you know, all that extra shit. Look at who actually fighting the best competition, who not. Who actually cares about the fighters, who don't. Who actually humble, who not. That's the shit I pay attention to. Y'all niggas is looking, a lot of y'all looking at the surface shit. Y'all looking at the flash. Y'all looking at the color. Y'all looking at all that extra stuff. Y'all niggas don't look beneath the surface and pay attention to details. The unseen shit. Shit that you got to really be paying attention to. Like, yo, yeah, that nigga crazy. Wow, he probably snort coke, but at least the nigga, his fighters is winning, bruh. He got, what, the biggest name in boxing, right? Don't he? Damn, he got him the richest contract in history. Which is why I can see why a lot of these biased, race-driven channels would want to shit on him, you know? And hey, he could be a racist and all that stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, he putting on for his race though. He is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you want to dive into race shit, race politics, do you. Do you. But I'm talking about as far as what's reality. And when it comes to this boxing, he is actually putting his fighters in a position to succeed as far as his culture. Well, I can see certain fighters that look like black, like me, these niggas hating. They jealous. We got a lot of jealous motherfuckers in our culture. A lot of them. I ain't gonna even get that deep on this channel with this shit, you know, when it comes to that. But these niggas is jealous, bruh. They don't want to see a nigga shining and do better than them. But we can see another race, man. They actually like shit. Nah, let this nigga shine, bro. This is his time. He a pay-per-view star. He this, he that. He the next one. He surpassed me. You know, like sometimes you gotta know when to take a back seat and just be a fan of what somebody is accomplishing, man. Floyd may say some shit like, I can't wait for somebody to break my records. Nigga, yeah, right. Shut your hating ass up. Hating ass nigga. You know, I'll tell that shit like it is. Floyd is a hating ass motherfucker. He don't want nobody to outshine him. Soon as somebody start trying to get some extra shine, watch the nigga try to come back and steal the shine, the spotlight away. That's why he got to do all this extra shit, exhibitions and whatever, MMA, stupid shit. Like, nigga, nobody care, bro. Nobody care about the dumb shit you doing, bro. Take a back seat. How about be a promoter, bro? You spent all your whole career promoting yourself. You did a great job. But how about, and then maybe, I mean, damn. It's like this nigga will not put that same energy behind another fighter. You know? And he holding these fighters back. He don't want these fighters to take big fights. You know? De La Hoya, he like, nigga, I believe in my guy. I'm right with you, Canelo. So he got a guy who's a beast, man, who believe in his ability. You see, Boxing Monster said, Trev says I had Jacobs at first, but going off Canelo's last two fights and Jacobs' last fight, I got Canelo most likely by KO. Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know who gonna win that fight. If I had to go off experience, man, I probably would say Canelo, but I just don't know, man. I'm just glad the fight's happening, man. That's the type of fights you want to see when you just know it ain't just gonna be a one-sided fight like PBC ass niggas be doing. Fucking one-sided ass fight. That's just garbage to me, bro. Trav says Spence shouldn't have put Oscar on blast like he did. About said something about racial, right? Boxman says he teamed up with the guy that beat him, Hopkins. Can you see other promoters teaming up? Damn, that's a good ass point, Boxing Monster. He humble enough to work with a dude who whooped his ass. Shane Mosley too, right? I mean, so yeah, I mean, this guy do got some flaws, you know, to him and everything like that, and personal shit that he do. But this nigga is humble enough to work with guys he has been in the sport with, man. He's humble enough to allow his fighters to shine, man. Trav says, did you see Clarissa Shields and some other chick criticizing Layla Ali and Ann Wolf? I don't like that. Going to do a vid on it. No, I didn't, man. And I don't like Clarissa Shields' arrogance. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I know she's you know, first to win what, 2 gold medals, back-to-back gold medals or something like that. But saying shit like she's the greatest woman of all time and all this shit prematurely, like, man, that's a recipe to almost get your ass beat. You know what I mean? Like, you know, get upset. You know, I'm not wishing that on her, but I don't like all that arrogant shit, man. Like, respect the greats, you know. Respect the greats, man. You know. Yeah, hell, man. What Ann Wolf would have beat, man? Please, we don't even need to talk about that. Ann Wolf would have put a fucking canal of a cut in the middle of her head like a Badu Jack cut was. Split her whole forehead open with an uppie. Trav says Spence fucked up as usual, missed a great opportunity to endear himself to the Mexican fan base. These niggas so caught up on this race shit. Instead of just being a people's champ, they just want to be a black people champ or just this. And then they not even a good champ to us. I'll be like, man, like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas ain't representing me. Shit, you not representing me, nigga. Boxing Monster says, at Trav, I heard Goodfella say that Spence only needs the black dollar. LOL, money is green, dumb motherfucker. Oh my goodness, man. Whatever. Let them niggas say what they want to say on their channels, man. Whatever. I don't get on to that dumbass like that's this is boxing, man. I don't get in all into that race shit, man. I feel like let's say for instance, like it ain't every fighter, black fighter that has that mentality. You know what I mean? You know, like this Crawford like turn away other races and shit. It just seemed like it's just the PBC side. Y'all niggas is so goddamn black elitist, man. That any other race, y'all just, you know, y'all don't care about other races' support. That is terrible. That is horrible, man. Trav said, yeah, I don't like that quote shit. GWOA. Yeah, I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. That's very disrespectful, man. Like, you have like, you know, I understand confidence and everything like that, but it's a difference between confidence and arrogance, man. You know, I just feel like, yo, you just need to just enjoy the era that you in. Because if you was in a lot of these other chicks eras, yeah, you will be you will be you be on you be still in goddamn where's she from? Whatever, wherever she's from. Because it's not Ferguson. What's that goddamn place she from? She'll be still there. God damn it. Wherever she's from, she'll still be there. Not in that damn Olympics or in that ring. So that's really all I got, man. That's really all I got. Shit. But you know, yeah, Flint. She'll be in Flint, nigga, and you know, watching the TV on one of the box TVs, you know what I'm saying? Not even the flat screen, the box TV. You know what I mean? With some flip flops, you know, eating noodles, ramen noodles. So yeah, relax. Be glad you got the shields and the wolves. I mean, not wolves, but the you know these other weak ass competition fighters she's facing, man, compared to the greats. You know what I mean? Before her. Trav says, "Oh, that's what Earl said about Oscar. He said he doesn't treat black fighters well. You know, man, as a at the status that Errol is at, there's certain things you just shouldn't say. Certain things should just be left not said, man. He got to learn that. But I don't think he know how to control his mouth. He say some dumb shit sometimes. He do. Even if that's true, it's just certain things you just don't say publicly. Because yeah, man, like you know, he's probably gonna lose hella Mexican fans. Andy Santos says have several seats, man. Fans, yeah, man, sit on that shit. Sit on that seat and shit. You know. But yeah, man, that's really all I got, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Once catch a playback, hit the thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment below, man. I'm the Black Horseman. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.